Hello, everybody. We are live here. We're going to be talking to David Andry in theory. I'm not quite sure what's happening, but we're also going to be talking next week's comics after this, so stay tuned for that. But are we? I know we're live, but hey, look at that, Dave! Dave. Okay, that was the oddest.
I'm here.
We're done. I was like, is Dave going to show up? I have no, and this isn't even Dave's fault. He's just sitting there waiting. This is our fault with technical error. So let's try this again. We're going to be talking with David Andry about his new book, Red Vector from Mad Cave, that is coming out next Wednesday. So welcome once again to our show, David. Thank you for joining us this morning.
Hey, Ben, thanks for having me again and letting me hang out at your comic shop once again all day long to sign comics.
Yes, very and cool. I didn't say that part. He's going to be at Empire's Comics this Wednesday, which is always New Comic Book Day, from 9 a.m. Till 7 p.m. He is a trooper. He'll be, or until the books are gone.
Last two, we almost sold out. So
yeah, but then as there's a lot of people who didn't make it in. And so as the weeks go by, the people who saw this video, who saw the event, couldn't get it, they slowly continue to pick it up. So it's great. It's really good. So we're talking Red Vector. You guys know David. You've probably seen him at my shop. You've seen him at the local cons, Crocker Con, which we'll talk about later because it's coming up very soon. But what we're really here today to talk about is Red Vector. And we'll give you a little rundown on the other stuff he's done too, which is hitting stores this week. And of course, you are working with your man, your partner, your buddy, Tim Daniel.
Yes, sir.
On this, who you guys seem to have just a great working relationship.
Yeah, it couldn't be better. Yeah, so we've had four things come out together, and yeah, looking forward to having many more projects. Hopefully in the future, we're working on
all three Mad Caves you worked on with him, right?
All three Mad Caves. Well, gosh, even more, 5, 6 things we worked on together. So yeah,
is Resident the only one you didn't?
Resident's the only one that's just me. Yeah, so everything else is me and Tim. It just goes, man. It just goes so well, and we can be so productive, with both of us with full-time jobs and stuff, and it's really nice to have a partner and someone who's like on your side and can pick up the slack when you kind of fall apart a little bit. And it's really good. And I think it only works because we have similar philosophies of what we want comic books to be, what we want our stories to be, what kind of books we want to make. And so I definitely don't think it's for everybody. And I don't know of any, many other people I could write with and have so much agreement and have it go so smoothly.
Yeah, because I mean, and that's one of the things that impresses me with you two working together like that, because you don't see that a lot, is that, you've been very, nonchalant about the, hey, I wrote the script, I gave it to him, he changed a bunch, I liked it.
Yeah.
I'm like, wow.
Right.
I was like, you're not like super invested in the page. You're like, no, we made it better.
Yeah. I mean, you can't be precious about it. You want to hold on to the things that are super important, but I think that's the key, is that we both find the same things super important. So while he may change an action sequence or a scene, we're not ever going and changing the emotional heart of the story or a character's motivations and things like that. We are always really true to the core. And that's the stuff that you care about. That's the stuff you'll fight over. And if you don't see things the same way at that level, then you're in trouble, because you're doing two different books at that stage, and things aren't going to come together. So, he may change a character's name 4 times because the name just doesn't hit him right. And I'm like, okay, I don't know what this person's name is anymore, but I know who this person is, and I know what we want, and I know what challenges them. And so that's the important stuff. And we seem to agree 99.9% of the time on that stuff.
Well, great. And here we are again with another one from Mad Cave, Red Vector.
Yeah.
And how many issues is this going to be?
It's 5.
Okay, perfect.
Yeah.
In and out. Now, is this a tight ending? Is it open for possibilities? What are we talking?
We'll always leave ourselves open for possibilities. I'm not going
With
to
these 5 issues, they're going to get a full story.
be the one to say, "Oh, it was really popular." I'm sorry, we're done. We're
Yeah.
not,
All right.
Tim has 2 more books, 2 more series arced out after this one. So this
Oh,
will
excellent.
be a trilogy right now. He's ready to go, and I'm like, okay. So yeah, we always kind of leave a crack open, a door cracked open at the end to continue something if it's super popular. So that's any of our series we could do that. Um, a lot of people have said, like with Morning Star and
Uh-oh. Wow.
else.
Oh, he's back.
I'm back. Yeah.
Okay. Sorry. We were just we cut off when you said Morning Star.
Yeah. So yeah, Morning Star and like even Crush Depth, people say like the last issue could be the first issue of something else. So that's kind of the goal, is to leave yourself a little jumping off point, if market forces say, let's get some more of this.
Okay, great. Well, why don't you tell us a little bit about Red Vector? Because I had a chance to read the first issue, obviously, because I got it a little bit early. So what are they in store for with this? And here's the beautiful variant cover.
Yeah, that's Megan Hetrick. She's amazing. Did a Drew Struzan inspired, sci-fi kind of cover. It's classic, and that's what Red Vector is. Red Vector is your classic sci-fi. It's your Star Wars, but we crash landed on Earth, so everything takes place in a more kind of grounded. I love that scene. Takes place in a more of a grounded world because we're on Earth, but it's still all those sci-fi elements that you love. So it's a little bit of enemy mine, because we have individuals from 2 kind of opposite warring factions. There's a civil war going on in this outer space planet. They fire a weapon that ends up opening a rift to Earth, and the 2 combatants crash their ships together and then crash to Earth, and they have to work together to fix a ship to get back to where they need to be, to stop this intergalactic civil war.
And the last page of this first issue leaves it on a nice little cliffhanger.
Yeah.
To keep people coming back for more. I don't read a lot of. This is weird for me to say as a retailer. I don't read a lot of solicits for books because I'm still a reader, and I don't like to have stuff ruined. I knew we were getting this, so I didn't read the solicit at all or ask you what it was about.
Yeah.
And just went in and read the first issue, and it actually surprised me. I didn't know we were coming to Earth.
Yeah.
In the issue, so that was kind of cool, and it was a nice little touch because even when we get there and you're like, wait, is this Earth? It's immediately confirmed when we see the National Park Service.
Yes, that was kind of the intention. Giving little spoilers here for the folks that watch the video, but yeah, there's a little bit of mystery where it's happening through the first half of the issue, and then you find out, oh, they're just on Earth, and that kind of changes the whole the meat of the story from that point on.
Yeah. Well, no, that's great. So have we been introduced to all the main characters here? Because it feels like we've got the bad guy. We've got I'll say 3 heroes for the moment, because I don't know where their journey is going to take them.
Yeah. We actually have 3 more characters that are coming up. And the second issue will introduce everybody's favorite character to hate. It's a gentleman named Hemi, who is, basically the bully in high school grown up to be a bully in real life. So he's, of course, my favorite character to write. He's a total jerk. He's really fun and has a really good character arc in the whole series. But yeah, he's the high school star quarterback, jock from the 80s, movies, nerds versus jocks kind of a thing.
Yes.
So it's just like that classic, douchebag kind of villain. So he's joining the team, and he's got a really fun appearance and just a fun arc through the whole thing. So we have 3 more characters that are coming up, because there is so much, when you're establishing this sci-fi world, you kind of have to give a lot of rules and stuff, at least enough to follow the plot. So we didn't want to overpack the first issue, and then the second issue gets we're gonna have a lot of fun with introducing the new characters once the world is established.
Yeah, and I like the way it was done in this too, because I'm just kind of over a lot of origin exposition right off the bat. Like, I don't need to know everything about the conflict and about the world. I know you guys gave me just enough to know what the stakes were, what was happening, and then you can drop things as we go and flesh things out. But let's just keep it.
Yeah, and I think if you read Crush Depth, it was kind of the same thing. We kind of jump right in. There's a little bit of exposition at the very, very beginning, but then you kind of learn as things go along. I am not a big fan of a bunch of text blocks and opening. If I open a book and there's it's strange to say as a writer, if there's a bunch of words like assaulting me in that first page, covering up beautiful art, I'm like, I don't need that. It's a comic book. Let the art tell the story. Give me as much information as I need to not be totally confused. And I'm in for the ride, and I'll learn as we go. So
that's awesome.
Yeah. So that's kind of the style that both Tim and I like to write in. So you won't usually see tons of exposition, tons of text blocks with like back in 19,000 years ago, the wizard, blah, blah, blah. No, thank you. We're just going to drop you in and then hope you figure it out along the way.
Go from there. That's perfect. Well, Rupert is obviously a fan. He says that your stories are always so great. So
thank you.
You got one sale so far.
Hey,
I'll
take it.
I'm sure Ronnie will buy one. There's two.
Yeah, there we go.
So we've obviously got Wednesday where you're going to be at the shop. We're going to be signing some books. Obviously everybody out there, if you can't make it, or if you want a specific cover, feel free to hit David up, hit me up. We'll put it aside. We'll make sure it's there in your saver, or just off to the side if you're going to come in later. What else do you have? Oh, tomorrow you got Cape and Cal in Oakland.
Tomorrow, Cape and Cal. It's at Faction Brewery. I think that's
even better.
I think it's in Alameda. They moved it. So it used to be right downtown in Berkeley at a brewery, which was awesome. They moved it to an even bigger brewery that has plenty of parking, easy to get to. There's going to be food trucks, there's going to be special beers, there's going to be amazing guests. The guest list is ridiculous if you look it up. I mean, it's such a great fun show, and it's all comics, man. It's just comics and comic creators and artists and writers, and it's just a really awesome celebration of comics. If you're there, I have a special edition of Red Vector that is,
and this one is like super limited.
So it's an exclusive variant cover. It's an internal panel by Chris Evanhuse, the artist. Obviously this is just a panel from the book that Tim took and created a cover, because Tim is also an amazing graphic designer. So only 50 issues printed, and only 46 are making it to the show. So yeah, it's only $15. So for an exclusive variant that's limited to 50 copies, that's at a ridiculous price. Thanks to Cape and Cowl for kind of sponsoring that and making that happen, and thanks to Mad Cave for being cool and letting us release that variant 2 days before it comes out in comic shops.
That's great. So
yeah, if you happen to be there, it'll be available. $15. If you don't happen to be there, there won't be any copies left.
It's definitely
and just real quick, Chris Evanhuse, the artist, and Sean Wieners, I can't pronounce her last name. They're the artist and the colorist on the series are just amazing. And Buddy, the letterer, is terrific, and just the team on that is just, every page is gorgeous. He's a really, really talented artist, and I think this is going to be a major launching pad for him. So it's just, the quality of work he put into this book is crazy. I mean, every page is, could be a cover, which we obviously did. We pulled one panel out and said,
Yeah,
oh, we're going to turn that into a cover, and it looks like a cover. And then the Megan Hedrick cover B for the first issue was awesome too. That was a wish list one for me. I said, if we got one variant, this is who I want to do the variant. So
boom, and there it is.
Yeah, so really, really excited about that.
Well, if they were to miss you at our shop and Cape and Cal,
what are you doing? What are you doing with your life?
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
Come on.
I guess we should question that first. Where else would they be able to find you?
Well, if you happen to live in Boise, Idaho, or near that, this next,
where do you want to go?
Yeah, you know what? It's an 8.5-hour drive from Sacramento. It's not bad. I'm driving. I'm not flying. I love that
look,
drive.
if I'm going to drive 8.5 hours, I'm going to San Diego.
It's true, but it's Boise is what they call the San Diego of the Midwest. I think is that what they say? I think that's what they say. I'm starting it right now, I guess. Yes, but no, actually, Boise is really nice. I've been there once before. But it's a library sponsored con. It's a 2-day con. There's tons of good guests there too, and it's going to be a really great show. I'm very excited about that. And then, of course, Crocker Con in Sacramento has been moved from a Thursday night for 3 hours to a Sunday for 6 hours.
Is it the 7th of September?
It is. Well, look at my little.
Yeah, it's crazy. They used to be part of the Thursday night art mix.
Yeah, it's the 21st of September.
21st. I was way off. So you got okay. Yeah, mark your calendar.
I mean, that show is, if you're in Sacramento, you miss that show, you're crazy, because this year it's free. It's going to be 6 hours. And they're going to have tons of stuff there. And it's mostly really local creators, really just trying to hustle and do their thing. So come support your local Sacramento creators. It is such a fun show, and you get to go to the Crocker Art Museum, which is rad, and buy some comics and buy some prints and look at stuff that people are making here locally. It's a really, really cool show.
Yeah, there's absolutely so much to do, and we'll keep that up there for a second, Ronnie. So Dave can read it. So yes, so we'll get to the question in just a second, Rupert. I'm just going to stress it. Go to CrockerCon. This is the 11th year.
Crazy.
I know a lot of you haven't been able to make it because it's a Thursday night. You have kids. You got school the next morning, work, whatever. Bring the kids. This is a family event.
If you have kids too, they have tons of stuff for kids to do there. They have special kids areas usually every year. I'm sure they're going to have it this year too, where kids can draw and make their own comics or do something. I don't know what kids do. They run around and
they'll definitely run around. But yeah,
I think we may have more access to like other areas. So yeah, it's going to be really family friendly. Usually they have some sort of food there too. So I don't know what all is going on. I know I'm going to be there. I'm going to have a good time. So
yeah, the local
come out, say hi. Yeah.
Definitely go see it. But all right, you've read this now. Let's put some answers to some questions.
You know what? I think the question is the answer. With all the challenges in comic book culture that's been going on, what keeps inspiring and pushing you? I think it's that. It's like I want to have this type of stories that I like out in the world, and I'm not, I do read the big two, and but I really love original new stories. There's a big push right now for like these heritage IPs. You're seeing Thundercats and Space Ghost and Speed Racer. What's that?
I said, when is Thundar coming? That's what I want.
Herculoids are out there. The Herculoids are there. Silver Hawks are there. They are just mining our past. And it's, if you love that stuff, that's great. It's not that interesting to me. I want to see something new and unique. And that's special and exciting to me. So I want to put out, not that I would not work on any of these things if that was offered to me. I don't think it's a bad thing. I just think we need to make sure we're keeping original stories going at the same time. You're seeing it in movies and TV shows too. Everything's a reboot, everything's a sequel. And then you get something cool and unique like Sinners, and people start to lose their mind. They're like, oh my God, did you see Sinners? Or Weapons? And it's like, and that really has more of a buzz and electrifies people more than, oh, did you see the 17th Fast and Furious movie? It was a lot of cars driving around. I'm like, yes, I will watch that. I love it. I think it's ridiculous and fun, but I also want to see something new and unique that I've never seen before.
Well, that's why it's great to have companies like Mad Cave.
Right. They're doing both. They're doing that legacy IP, but they're always pushing creator owned, really independent stories. And they, in my experience, working with my editor James Emmett, who's amazing, they've been super hands off when it comes to your creation and just trying to guide it in the best story that they can make, but not trying to steer you one way or the other, to meet some sort of expected kind of outcome for this book, or how they want this book to be, or how they want to sell it or present it. It's really creator owned, and that's really cool. There's not a lot of space for that in comics anymore. You don't get a lot of true creator owned unique IP. So that's what I write. That's what I want to see. That's what I want to read. And that's what gets me super excited when I go to comic shops on Wednesday.
Nice.
Yeah.
Well, good. Well, thank you, David. I'm looking forward to Wednesday. It's always a good day.
Yeah.
I feel like we're going to sell out this time.
I feel like this. Yeah. I mean, sci-fi, I know some people are hit and miss in sci-fi, but it's grounded. It's gorgeous art. Buy it for the art. Stay for the story. It is fun. If you've read my stuff before, a lot of that has been fairly like heavy and horror. This still has some really important themes running through it and some stuff we want to say, but it's got a little bit of a lighter touch, a little bit of humor, a little bit of fun. It's it's that Star Wars vibe where you're running and gunning and shooting lasers and flying starships, and it's fun.
All right. Well, everybody, Wednesday, 9 a.m. until 7 p.m. Or
I pass out. Yes.
Yeah, or he passes out. One of the two. So we will see you all there. Again, message me, message David. Let us know what you need, and we will make sure that if you can't make it and you really want it, that there will be one there for you. And of course, follow David Andry on social media. What is your social media again?
DB Andry at on Instagram and Blue Sky. That's about all the ones that I update regularly. Not really on Twitter anymore, and Facebook I try to avoid. So,
all right, so Instagram and Blue Sky.
Blue Sky, yes.
Andry. All right, thank you everyone for watching. Thank you, David, for coming down and joining us, and we will see you on Wednesday.
Thanks, Ben.
We gotta go. All
right, we did it. Oh, I'm so gigantic. I'm so gigantic.